right, so it was years after seeing each other. I saw her come up in my timeline as people I may know, and decided to hit her up, see what she's up to.
Yep. So I told him about my crew of children and the things that
all I knew about was one. I was like, whoa. All right, keep going.
The kids were plastered all over my Facebook page. There's no hiding them. So he knew about all three of the children, and we just talked about different projects that we were involved in. And I was telling him about a girls program that I was building at that time, or dreaming at that time. And he was telling me about some things that he wanted to do as well in the nonprofit world.
Yeah, I was like, man, we got some pretty similar interests, so we decided, I said, let me ask her to go get some coffee. And I hit her up and said, would you like to get coffee? Let's talk about our programs. Yeah. And she said...
I said, coffee sounds nice.
She said it twice.
I only said it twice because I thought the first message didn't go through. And then I sent the second one with a smiley face. So,
I was like, whoa.
I've never been able to live it down.
She won't be able to live that down.
Coffee sounded nice. So our first date was at Tully's Coffee, downtown Tacoma.
Yep.
I think it was near Broadway.
Yep.
And this had been years since we had seen each other. Actually, no, we did run into each other once before, but it was just like a quick hello. Yeah, my kid was playing on a team that he was coaching or something like that. So, but the first date was really nice. We sat in the back corner table, surrounded all by the windows. See, I remember that.
Yep.
I remember what I had on too. It was cute. Yeah, it was just a good time. We were able to talk about different things that we were involved in, and he was kind of hinting to the fact to see, what I might be up for another date later.
Yeah, I tried to ask her to another date, and literally all her intelligence and articulateness went out the window. Then she started stuttering and said she doesn't do anything. She doesn't go on dates. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be a tough one to crack. But I gotta go to our first date, and there went all the movie and coffee dates.
Walks
for a very long time.
Yeah.
I feel a little rush. I think I got a little crush on you. I hope it's not too much. And girl, when I'm with you, I hear it. My heart singing.
So before we even talk about the first kiss,
There's two different scenarios, guys.
well, first I will say this. I wanted to kiss her for quite some time. So the reason it actually took probably about 8 months was her brother was a little scared. I ain't gonna lie. She had me a little tongue tied. So, every time we went to a date movie or something, I was like, God, I should have kissed her. But I didn't. So it came across as being quite the gentleman.
Yes.
Guys, listen, it works.
Yes. Or you could get friend zoned. It was that close.
Never.
All right, well.
But then we went. So our first actual kiss, though, I went to kiss her on the forehead, and she decided to kiss me on the lips.
It was my cheek. He was trying to give me a kiss on my cheek, and I didn't realize it, and I turned
she turned
my
her face.
Not knowing what was happening, and so it was a complete accident. Our first kiss was a complete accident. He tried to steal one without me knowing anything.
She turned her face. I mean, we've all heard this story before, somebody, and then they turn her face. It was purposeful. She wanted it. She got it.
That's
and it
not
all went down or uphill.
Well, I believe our first kiss happened at Point Defiance Park, and when he created a picnic for us, which was the sweetest thing ever. He actually had a little blanket laid out and a basket, wine glasses, and
like that.
He had baked coffee cake from scratch. He's never done it since, but it was really sweet then. I'm still waiting on more coffee cake. But that was our first actual consensual kiss.
Our first kiss was when she turned the cheek, but we'll go for that one too. That'll work.
It was sweet.
I should have kissed you. I should have told you just how I feel. And next time I won't stop. I'll listen to my heart. 'Cause what I feel is real. I should have kissed you.
So the engagement, I did a lot of prayer, a lot of fasting during this time. Wanted to make sure that this was the right thing. I knew I was falling in love, but I wanted to make sure that we were on the same page. And I decided to take her back to where we had our first date. So I had to have the barista, marry me on a coffee cup. And that is that's where all the sparks started, and the new chapter in our life. New chapter in our life was beginning.
Yes.
Beautiful chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are together, and everything between us is good. I'm riding this cloud, baby, ready to fly, but before I take another step, would you catch me if I fall for you?
Anything else you want to say about that chapter?
My ring was gorgeous.
It was definitely pretty nice. She looked at it forever. So I know I did a good job.
I didn't do that. I
Next.
said yes.
So wedding days here.
Yeah.
Definitely a beautiful new chapter in our lives with our families. We were definitely excited for this
The
new
rain
journey.
held off for us. You
did.
guys, it was late September, and
Yeah.
there was no rain. It was actually one of the most beautiful days. The sun was out. It was actually
Yep.
warm, clear skies.
Yep.
And the days before, it was raining. And
Yep.
then what we hear from after, while we were away on our honeymoon, that it was
Yeah.
raining after as well. So the skies literally cleared up just for our day, which
Yeah.
was awesome.
God smiled down on us.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful day, and we were definitely very happy.
Yeah.
It was a great day. A lot of people had fun. I know we had a lot of fun, and then we were able to go on to a beautiful honeymoon after that.
Yep.
And thus started the Croskey family.
I never knew such a day could come, and I never knew such a love could be inside of one. I never knew what my life was for, but now that you're here, I know for sure. Hey.
I never knew till I looked in your eyes.
No, babe.
I wasn't complete till the day you walked into my life. And I never knew that my heart could feel so precious and pure. One love so real.
So year one was definitely a transition year for us. We were used to being two single people, two single families. You know, you remember we brought in children into our marriage too, so it was a big transition. One, I had to learn what it was like to live with someone other than my children.
Yeah. Yep.
And then they had to learn how to share space too, and his children had to learn how to share space. So it was crazy, and all of that while we are in a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house.
It was a very small house. Yeah.
I'm just happy we're all living to tell the story.
There was definitely some transition, and it's very easy to say that spark lasts forever. Well, the spark does, but reality is that when you're trying to become one, it's not always pretty.
Yeah, it can be rocky.
And we had some definite rocky times.
Yeah.
I just up front wanted to give a shout out to our parents, to Pastor Jim,
Yes.
Pastor Jeff, Pastor Liz, all the people that had
all the pastors at the church. The church, you guys are awesome.
Helped us along the way, because I mean, definitely there was some transition.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a beautiful year, because as we were learning to become one, we were learning to be selfless.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
Yeah. So, year 2, I would say was great. Actually, it was pretty nice. It kind of felt like we were finding a new normal, and we were able to coast a little bit. And then also, I think it was kind of the Lord was taking time to show us ourselves as well. And so sometimes He has to dig things up that you might have hidden in your heart that you'd forget about.
Come on.
You know, and but He brings it back up so that way we can be renewed and we can be made whole. And so being able to do that together is beautiful, and it's a lot of hard work.
It is. Yeah. I would say definitely year 2 was a lot more smoother than year 1. Year 1 was a little more rocky, where we thought we wouldn't even be here today necessarily. As
we had to pray, y'all. Pray.
And then year 2 was smooth, and then I mean, there wasn't really too many problems there.
We had our sweet baby in year 2.
Yep.
Yeah, we had our final addition to the family.
Yep, Mr. Point after touchdown.
Yes.
Our extra point.
Yep. Yeah.
Number 7.
Yeah.
All right, so year 3, definitely probably the most beautiful year of all. Some people who know us be like, well, how? All together? Well, because when you look at everything that happened, from the good to the bad to everything in between, we really learned what it meant to be a team.
Yeah, and to commit.
And to commit. And there it is right there, commitment. And what that means. If anything I learned is to die to self.
Yeah.
My wants.
Yeah.
Does not matter. I have to put my wife before myself.
Yeah.
My wife before my children. The only person that comes before my wife is God.
Yeah.
And I think we learned that at a whole new level in year 3, which I believe set the foundation for where we're going.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful place to be.
Yeah, I agree. And I had to do the same thing. My husband comes first, and his will, and not his will, God's will comes first, but what he desires, and really trying to learn how to lay down our own expectations of each other, and to hear each other. Sometimes people say things, but you want to hear the heart behind it, and so kind of learning to hear his heart, and being able to express my heart better and clearer, and then also being able to see him as Christ sees him is extremely important. So to be able to look at your spouse as Christ sees us is definitely a learning experience, and but we were working hard at that.
It's not easy always, but the thing is, what it comes down to is what my wife said earlier, and that's commitment. When you make a commitment to marriage, I mean, it's a lifelong commitment. It's a lifelong journey. It's not something that, because the spark may go out, because at times it will. But the biggest thing is the commitment. I made a commitment to love this woman as long as I live. And that commitment will last as long as I'm on this earth. And that's what it's about. When you make that commitment and you say that's what it is, then that's all there is to it. And so, you know, I hope we bless somebody out there.
Yeah.
You know, and know that marriage is beautiful. It has
Absolutely.
every different shade in it.
Yeah.
But there's nothing better.
Yeah.
Nothing better.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, baby.
Happy anniversary, babe.
Peace. All right. So fast forward to today.
Yeah.
That girls group that was a dream
Yes.
is now a reality.
It is. It has been for 3 years now.
Yeah, pretty long time.
4 years. It's crazy. That's
Yeah.
a long time.
So it's doing well.
Yep.
As far as I go, I'm a author, best-selling author, master life and business coach, and you know, we are just completely moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
As far as obviously our marriage, but definitely in our careers too. That's the power of marriage,
Yeah.
and having that person have your back. It
Yeah.
just literally helps you quantum leap
Yeah.
your success. So it's pretty awesome where we're going.
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, our main topic of conversation and motivation is being Christ-centered and allowing God to be a part of every little thing.
Yeah.
If He's not directing it, we don't want any parts of it.
Yep.
We're learning that we have to be completely sold out.
Yeah.
And since we have been doing that, opportunities have been coming up for us that are great. And I'm just really excited about where we're heading.
And then as far as future goes, I'll say, we're doing a video here. So, I mean, I think you can kind of see where we're trying to go with this and where potentially the future may hold. So, getting comfortable being on camera with each other.
That's right.
We've done it a little bit separately. Probably
He's
more
way
me
better
than
than
her, but,
yeah.
but we're getting there. And so, stay tuned. You know, God bless you all.
Yeah.
Love you all. We wish you guys the best.
Yes.
And we're very excited for it this year.
Yeah.
You'll stay.
Bye,
Talk to you later.
guys.
Bye.
This is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you.